My wife had saw, I think on Facebook, that they had posted a need for cherry logs, and we had some on our property. So I brought some down, and then I met Daniel when I was down here, and that's been the real treat there. Getting to know Daniel, getting to see from his point of view a little bit of what goes on here to do this, it means more because it's more about the people making it and less about the glass itself. The glass is awesome. It's great, worldwide known. It's very, very popular and stuff. But to me, it's more about the people, getting to see people actually make things. The farther advanced we get, the farther away we get from our own creativity, our own, you understand? To actually make something with your hands, whether it's music, woodworking, glass, whatever it is, I think that's really, you don't want to let that slip away. That's what makes us human.
Hillside of the mountain, always looking up toward the sky. Reminds me of my papa and my mama, who lived there 80 of the laurel by the creek bed and the rippling waters of the gentle stream. Now the bright moon is shining in the valley. That old wagon leans against the sack of hay. Two graves on the hillside by the cabin. My mom and dad are resting there today. Papa used to talk about the young days